I caught my wife cheating 2 years ago, but I haven't stopped her. I decided to confront my wife about her cheating, thanks to my friends mocking me about it. I also found myself obsessing over clues of their routine. They met up a couple of times on either a Tuesday or a Thursday, always at my house, and always for only about 40 minutes. Each time, she sent me a late morning "Hey, how's your day?" text to check that I was firmly ensconced at work. Each time, I ran to my car and drove up a side street to view my house from afar. After watching them go inside, I then would pop over to the house, hear the telltale sounds from the guest bedroom. Once, after they had gone, I snuck into the house to find the laundry machine running and the guest bed remade with a fresh sheet. I took one of my kids to dance lesson later that day, came home, and that sheet had been put back away in the hall closet. I also found myself watching her phone habits. She's very anti-phone during family time, but I noticed her on her phone between sets when she weight lifts on Sunday nights in our basement. I found this behavior of mine weighing on me. I didn't really care for my voyeuristic behavior. But this past Thursday, a seemingly meant-to-be series of events occurred for a now-or-never opportunity for me to act. I got the text at 10:30 or so in the morning. I ran to the car, arrived at my house at 10:45. Most of the time, they get there at 11 o'clock, he arrived at 11 o'clock, but she didn't arrive until 11:05. They went in through the garage as normal. I went into the house and came close to getting caught. But they were later than normal and apparently in a huge hurry, and, upon re-entering the house after they'd gone, discovered she had not replaced the sheets on the spare bedroom bed and had not started the laundry. In the laundry were the sheet, a pair of undies, and a pair of scrubs, lab pants and shirt. Almost as if I had no control over the situation, I started the laundry machine, sat down, had coffee, and moved the laundry over to the dryer half an hour later, and then went back to work. I took one of my kids to their dance class that day, got home at like 6:30, and walked into an absolutely frantic wife. She grabbed hold of my arms, looked at me, was shaking, and said, "Did something happen today?" I looked her in the eye, said, "Yes, I love you, everything is fine, we will talk about it all a lot, I love you, it's okay, I promise it's okay." I kissed her and we fooled around in the bathroom for a few minutes, then I made dinner, and we helped the kids with homework and bedtime. When the kids got to bed, we got down to business and talked for about 5 hours Thursday night. It basically started off by her asking me how much do you know? I told her a lot, but not even remotely everything, and also that I wasn't mad at all. She said she had spent every waking moment from getting home and discovering the laundry to the time I walked in feeling almost certain I would walk in and announce I was divorcing her. I assured her that was not going to happen. Of course she was rattled. She admitted everything straight away, was very upset obviously, but I got her calmed down and we had some fantastic conversation. We agreed we'd likely need a weekend of privacy and my mother-in-law agreed to take the kids all weekend, which is perfect because the kids just go there and eat Papa John's and Snickers ice cream bars for 2 days so they love it of course. So the gist of what I found out is this: it's been going on since 2005, predating me knowing her by 5 years. They dated in 1996 and didn't have a great relationship but the intimacy was great. They reconnected after he'd been married 4 years and began cheating. She was a single affair partner but he was married. She told me she would have been content to do that for years, and did. She dated casually with other people, hooked up with him, became a doctor, did her residency, traveled, had a good life. When she met me 10 years ago, I complicated her equation because of how intensely she fell in love with me. She gave me her full self, but continued with him because of what described as magic hex she couldn't break regarding their intimate chemistry. My kids are 100% mine and they never had PIV intimacy while we were trying to conceive. He and his wife have a great marriage, have intimacy, and my wife is not saving him from a dead bedroom. His wife does not know. Their relationship essentially consists of "Hey, how's it going? How's life? How are the kids? F me now, okay see you next time." It's not an overly emotional thing. She explained several times that if they were going to have a real relationship, they would have done it long before she and I even met. I clearly told her I am okay with it if she and he continue. I love her, she has had this thing going for much longer than I've been married to her, it makes her happy, and I love it when she's happy. She was, of course, gobsmacked. I also told her she is free to not tell him I know or to tell him I know and that telling him or not was 100% in her court. She mulled it over, considered it for a day, and decided to tell him. I told her if she wanted to tell him, she could invite him over this past Sunday morning, I would go for a long run, they could talk, then I would go pick up the kids and when returning with the kids, he would be gone. And that's what happened.